Have you ever had so much to do that your brain just shuts down? You stare at the list. You keep thinking about everything you need to do, but instead of starting, you freeze and then you feel guilty for not doing anything at all. Hello, and welcome back to the universe, friends. If you've been feeling mentally overloaded, emotionally drained, or too overwhelmed to even begin, this video is for you. Today, we're talking about what overwhelm actually does to your brain and a few tiny resets that can help you start moving again without pushing yourself harder. So, if your mind feels completely overloaded right now, stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have a few small tools to help you calm the overwhelm and re enter your day one step at a time. Let's talk about why it feels impossible to start something. Sometimes people think overwhelm means I'm stressed but still productive. But real overwhelm often looks like avoiding tasks, staring into space, scrolling without meaning to, rereading the same sentence, feeling mentally noisy, shutting down before you even begin. Because when your brain sees too many demands at once, it stops prioritizing clearly. Everything starts feeling equally urgent. And when everything feels urgent, your nervous system struggles to decide where to begin. So instead of taking action, your brain starts searching for safety. That's why you might clean instead of answering emails, scroll instead of making decisions, take naps but still feel mentally tired. Keep saying, I'll start in a minute. That isn't laziness, this is overload. And the solution usually isn't push harder. The solution is reducing the pressure enough for your brain to re engage. Now, let's talk about these tools that you've stayed around for. Micro reset number one, start smaller than you think. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they're overwhelmed is trying to emotionally prepare themselves to do everything. But your brain doesn't need the whole plan right now. It just needs a safe entry point. So instead of asking, how do I finish all of this? Ask, what's the smallest possible beginning? Not clean the kitchen, but throw away one thing. Not finish the project, but open the document. Not fix my entire life, but drink water, answer one message, stand up. Your nervous system responds better to movement than pressure. Tiny movement creates momentum, and momentum is usually what overwhelm stole from you in the first place. Micro reset number two. Let's remove the invisible pressure. A lot of overwhelm comes from carrying too many mental tabs at once, not just task, but pressure. Pressure to do everything correctly, reply immediately, be productive all day, help everybody, keep up, not disappoint anyone. Your brain may not be tired from tasks, it may be tired from constant internal pressure. So here's a tiny reset. Take 30 seconds and ask yourself, what pressure am I adding that isn't helping me right now? Maybe it's, I have to finish everything tonight. Maybe it's, if I rest, I'm failing. Or it could be, I can't let anyone down. Now replace that pressure with something more survivable. So instead of, I have to do it all, try, I only need to focus on the next step. Instead of, I'm so behind, try, I'm overloaded right now and I need to work with that honestly. That shift matters more than people think. Micro reset number three, let your brain feel safe again. Sometimes the reason you can't start is because your nervous system feels unsafe. And when your nervous system feels unsafe, your brain prioritizes survival over focus. That's why rest alone doesn't always fix burnout. Here's a quick reset. Unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders. Take one slower breath out, then in. Now look around the room slowly, not to manifest calm, not to magically fix your life, just to remind your nervous system, in this moment, I am safe enough to take one small step. That's it. Small safety signals can help your brain come back online. And if you want to go deeper into that, I actually made a video called You're Resting But You Still Don't Feel Safe, where we talk about your nervous system overload and why exhaustion can continue even after time off. Because sometimes your body is technically resting, but mentally it still feels braced for pressure. So before trying to force productivity, try calming your body first. Micro reset number 4, choose one anchor task. One reason overwhelm gets so intense is because your attention keeps bouncing back between unfinished things. Your brain is trying to hold emails, responsibilities, conversations, errands, deadlines, worries, expectations all at the same time. So instead of trying to manage everything mentally, choose one anchor task. An anchor task is just one small thing you can return your attention to before your brain spirals into everything else again. Not the hardest task, not the most impressive task, just one stabilizing task. Maybe it's answering one email, folding clothes for 5 minutes, reviewing one page of notes, cleaning one surface, paying one bill. The goal isn't to catch up. The goal is to stop your brain from scattering in 10 directions at once because overwhelm grows when your attention has nowhere to land. Sometimes clarity comes after movement, not before it. So here's the truth about overwhelm. A lot of people think they need more discipline, better time management, stronger motivation, but sometimes what they actually need is less internal pressure, more nervous system support, smaller starting points, permission to move slowly for a moment, because overwhelm is not always a time management problem. Sometimes it's a capacity problem, and your brain responds differently when you stop treating yourself like a machine. I want you to sit with this question. What feels emotionally heavy right now? Not just physically unfinished, because sometimes the exhaustion isn't coming from the tasks themselves. Sometimes it's coming from what the task means, what you're afraid will happen, the pressure attached to them, or how long you've been carrying everything without support. And if you want to, write down what would feel like enough for today, not perfect, not fully caught up, just enough. And remember, you do not have to solve your entire life today. Sometimes the next small step is enough. And if this space helps you feel understood, you can stay here. Until the next time, keep growing gently. Take care, friends. You've got this. And I'll see you back in the universe soon.